I'd like to be re-elected. I am trustworthy, accessible, and reliable. My dedication to duty is well documented. By the virtue of the fact I have only been absent 2 times in the last 20 years. My experience is undisputed. I study and diligently do my homework so that I can serve you well. Moody's rated La Mesa a AA bond rating. This is a well-run city. I have the interest and the vitality to continue to serve. Please vote for Ruth on November the 6th.
Thank you. Ms. O'Donnell?
I guess in closing, I wish you would go to my website, odunforlamesa.com. The usual stuff is there, the bio, the endorsers, and the things that give you more background than a single forum like this is likely to do. If there's something you'd like to participate in, let me know. If you have issues, you can email me through the website. I'd like to form that link. Once I'm elected, I plan to keep that website live and keep on being a partner with the people in La Mesa. If I can leave anything to settle out in your soul of who I am and what I bring to the council, I suppose it would be the deep experience that I have in managing public employees and public funds. Not only did I have wedding signature authority over millions and millions of annual budget as a college administrator in a public system, but managed employees from 2 different employee groups with a respectful treatment of their respective contracts. I also served 2 terms on the Citizens Bond Oversight Committee for the Community College District, in which we did a careful oversight on over $200 million of capital improvement projects voted on and approved by the taxpayers for that district. I also have worked with architects to specifically design right down to the clocks on the walls what a public facility with public funds can be to both serve students and be an expeditious expense for the taxpayer, something we can invite them in and say, this is what you built, this is how it works, and this is what it's going to be for the next 20 or 30 years. I've also been a union person. I was vice president of CTA for the teachers at Grossmont College and Cuyamaca College. I was president of United Faculty when we started our own union and vice president of the Administrators Association. So I've not only helped to administer employee contracts, I've helped to write them and be a grievance representative for employees that might have felt that they were treated or were treated unfairly. So I have that kind of experience in the public sector. I mentioned my volunteer work, long-term with Mission Trails Regional Park. I do represent the city on their CAC, which I'm proud of doing, but I volunteered there for 10 years as trail guide trainer, bringing my training in geology to help people help other people enjoy this fabulous resource, which is a rarity, as you know, for size and the variety of topography that we have there. I have to mention that I'm a La Mesa Lion, or they'll probably find me. So, in fact, I think you can be sure of it. And so, let me encourage you to go to the website. This is a lot of information for you to deal with. We have a lot of qualified candidates. You have the opportunity, and you will elect at least 1 new member to this council. Naturally, I hope that would be me. I'm number 2 on the ballot. But keep coming to these events, listening and doing your homework, and I know you'll do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you all for staying so long. This is a grueling little process sometimes. I feel that we all want our neighbors to get involved, to work together and find solutions. Right? I want to be a catalyst for that. I want to work for you to make sure that people who maybe want to take advantage advantage of the situation or kept at bay. You know, I want to look out for the common good. And I'm not really here battling for turf from one side or the other. I feel like I'm just a family man. I moved to La Mesa because it's a great place for me to raise my daughters, and I want to look out for that. And I think that I will do a good job if you give me the opportunity to work for you. That's it. Thank you very much.
In my intro, I didn't really say a lot about myself, but I will now. 10 years ago, I started my real estate career, and I got my license in 2003, and in my very first year of real estate, I sold 101 houses. I'm a very hard worker, I'm very driven, and I'm also very projects-oriented. There was a time before I worked where I was the president of the All Saints School PTA in Hillcrest, and every year they had done a fundraiser that raised $1,000 or $1,200. When I got elected, I'm like, okay, I've never done a fundraiser, let's see what we can do. And most fundraisers, you go around the community, you grab gift certificates from a spa or a restaurant, you make little baskets, people do silent auctions, and they're great. But what I did is I had friends up in Orange County that were artists. I brought them to the school and I assigned grades to these artists. They ended up making projects or art with the different grades. It was kindergarten through 8th grade. We had Christmas blankets, we had mosaic tables, we had a beautiful, like 10-foot piece of art or whatever. What you had was a bunch of people who were frantically bidding on their own kids' projects. We ended up raising $15,000. It was a 10-fold increase. I've raised 3 wonderful young adults. They're all very engaged in the community. They're my favorite people to hang out with. So I want to expand beyond me, beyond my family, beyond my business. I want to work for La Mesa and help it be that Mayberry, that small town, friendly, safe, clean. And I know that I've got new ideas, I'm very innovative, and I can just see that you could feel the tangible difference if I was on the city council. Please go to my website, lamesalora.com, and full of information, photos, and all kinds of things. And thank you so much for having this. You guys are truly dedicated. Thank you.
Thank you all for waiting this long. I think what I bring to the table, which is a little different, is experience. Experience in making hard decisions. Experience where you have to make a decision where you see 2 opposite sides torn apart, where emotions are running high. That's almost 10 years on the Planning Commission. I understand that. I understand how the city works from being on the Planning Commission. I think my breadth of community activism, community support, whether it's kids, seniors, North La Mesa, South La Mesa. I am not a village candidate. I am all of La Mesa's candidate. I think we have wonderful services here in La Mesa. We have a superior police department. The fights and altercations down by the Spring Street trolley stop, within 3 days, MTS was on it. The police were out there meeting with the neighbors. We have a great community here. MTS is looking at fencing that lot. That is the interaction that we already have as part of this community. That is what I want to continue to add. We have a complaint, we have various wonderful things. Redevelopment, our general plan update. I encourage everyone to take a look at the general plan update on the city's website. That is where we get your feedback on land use issues. And I encourage everyone to ask me any questions about it. Again, it's just community involvement, long time history of being here like some of the other candidates, long time involvement in the community, and a wide variety of interests and specializations and volunteering, which sets me slightly different. I am #1 on the ballot and hopefully #1 in your hearts.